Hello, it's George again. It's currently around October 1, 11 a.m. in time in Manila. I'm not no longer Feast of Trumpets, and I'm still here. What now? Well, I think it's important to still continue to watch because the Lord did tarry. With the ten virgins, the they all slumbered and slept when the bridegroom tarried. Then the bridegroom came unexpectedly. So that's bound to happen. That's pretty biblical. But I can't probably go into the same level of high alert that I was during the Feast of Trumpets. Um, I will still be watching. So I think it's not as severe, but a high. Um, there are things that I have pushed off till October, which I think I should start to do. Any meetings I've moved to October, or I shouldn't push those again. I should probably have my shoes fixed sometime this month, at least, and continue to watch. This is like the second time. This is last in 2010. I thought the rapture would happen on the Feast of Trumpets. Then it didn't. And of course, we should always bring enough oil with us. I'm still running on the oil from that time, actually. So, and I kind of have a sense that it could be today we get raptured. It could be a few years from now. Um, though it does rather scramble my mind a bit about all of these astronomical science out there. So I have to think about that. Why that is. Perhaps the lesson there for me, or maybe for us, is to just perhaps pay more attention to the specific biblical warnings and signs, and some once we get outside of that, there's sort of like a different category, a lower category of significance. So I will continue to watch, and I'll probably raise the level to severe, definitely in the next Feast of Trumpets. Or, I'll definitely be watching Israel. We should be watching Israel. Because, that's one sign that shows that we could be very near. I don't really have it all figured out. I should continue to watch, continue to pray, and continue to reach out to the lost. And I better just relate some of the experiences I've had during this time. It was kind of funny. Not every member of my family believes they're going to be raptured. Uh, so my wife thinks that I would be raptured and she wouldn't, or she wouldn't, I wouldn't. She thinks that I would not be raptured because that I've been sharing the gospel, and so she figures that you know the Lord will keep me here just to share the gospel. But I don't think that's biblical. I think the Lord has quite a lot of evangelists lined up during the tribulation, um, and so sometimes she would ask, "Hey, George, hey, you're still here." And I was trying to explain. Well, Feast of Trumpet is a 2-day week, and it could be tomorrow. Of course, I sort of like given people a heads up that the Feast of Trumpet is over, and although I could still, like any time, could disappear at any time, but uh, that special reason I was so worried to drive the car is gone now. So I will be driving the car now more, and I will definitely top up the gas now in the tank, and also. All the stuff. It was quite silly, really. I was explaining that I didn't want to drive the car because I didn't want to crash it if I was raptured, and I didn't want to top up on the gas. Actually, when I went to work, it was going to be sunset and on the September 30th in Jerusalem in a few hours, and so when I went to work, I just went on low gas, and the Rosh Hashanah ended in Jerusalem while I was at work, and I was kind of preoccupied. So I just checked the clock and oh, Rosh Hashanah is over in Jerusalem. I'm still here. So yeah, although I had moved, some unimportant stuff at work, I started to move them back again, and I was so glad I finished. I'm a project manager, and I finished my planning a bit early, just in case I was raptured, and I published my work so that it could, any of the ones who were left behind could carry on. But I don't know what they would carry on for much longer. But anyway, on the way back, I filled up with gas. What people believe is reflective of what they do, and I still believe that, of course, the rapture could happen at any time. But the level of uh, tension has gone down. Now, we're in this for the long haul, and for those of you who are watching and praying, remember, just bring enough oil. Don't lose faith. It could be this year, next year, 100 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything, really. For me, I learn all the time. For those of you who have been making videos, very interesting ones, helping with the watching, I'm so grateful to the Lord for you. I've been blessed very much by it, and the last few days, my faith felt so real and so intense. It's opened my world, and I look forward to the next Feast of Trumpets, and I look forward to the events and the significant signs we may be seeing between now and then. I mean, there's lots of interesting things going on, especially with Israel. This Elenin and Nibiru stuff, though, is a bit of a, well, it's kind of like I'm somewhat underwhelmed by the effects of these celestial objects, at least in the last few days. Although I do see some alignments causing with Elenin, but I don't know. I don't see Elenin anyway and Nibiru specifically mentioned in the Bible, although they are interesting, extra biblical, astronomical signs, and they do interesting things in the sky. Well, whatever they do, it's quite separate from the fact that we could be, the rapture is actually imminent anyway, right? So just be ready. Oh, what else is going? Though it makes me wonder why Obama went to Denver. Well, maybe he'll tell us, or I don't know. And what about Israel being divided? Do we see Psalm 83? Where basically all the enemies of Israel gang up on her and lose. Now if I start seeing that, it makes me wonder. I don't think I'm going to become a post-trib, not quite so soon. Although some of my fellow brothers and sisters in Christ have been telling me that I should consider that, at least. But I'm pretty much. It'll be so confusing if I was a post-tribber. Besides, I definitely would be one of those who would die when the sixth seal was opened. So it doesn't really work for me. So thanks everyone. I've been blessed. I hope you've been blessed. I hope this video doesn't sound too confusing. Oops, I'm about to go have lunch with my wife. Hey, I'll see you again later, okay? Lord willing. I might be raptured before my next video. It's always a possibility, right? But if I'm not, I'll see you again. And I hope we will enjoy, and I look forward to your videos. Take care. Till next time, God bless you all.